everybody, and welcome to the Scott Show. This is Scott here, and we are making it happen here on the Pop Culture Show. We don't really have a cool name for the Pop Culture Show, it's just the way it works. So we have this show here, and we talk about things that are in pop culture. I thought with OJ getting out of prison, and I'm a big Orange is the New Black fanatic. I normally watch it in... one time I watched it entire weekend. Watched the whole thing. Other time it took me like a week. There are 5 seasons right now. So you guys can check it out. It's on Netflix. It's awesome. The main character of the show, we're going to go through the characters. There are 20 main casts. I'm getting most of this from Wikipedia. And just what I want to say. I'm not going to do a lot of spoilers, but spoiler alert, I'm probably going to do some spoilers. Not a lot of them, just enough of them to get by, mainly. So we're going to talk about the 20 of them that are on this list on Wikipedia. Like I said, I'm going to do some of it from Wikipedia and some of it from memory, so credit out to Wikipedia. I want to thank them for all the research that we can do. I actually like Wikipedia. I know some people get a little pissy at that, but it is what it is. So, we are looking at Orange is the New Black. Orange is the New Black is in Litchfield Women's Prison in upstate New York. That's where it's originated, Litchfield Penitentiary. When the main character goes there, she is sentenced to 15 months for something that she did 10 years ago, smuggling drugs across Europe. And her name is Piper Chapman. Now, the real person who the book is from is also named Piper. So, kind of a little deal there. Now, Piper Chapman is played by the amazing Taylor Schilling. She's absolutely phenomenal in this show. And definitely one of my favorite characters. Because just when you think that she's not in the episode anymore, she immediately throws herself in and just, boom, has amazing scenes all over the place. So Piper Chapman is in there for 15 months. She helped her former girlfriend, Alex Voss, smuggle in drugs. It happened 10 years ago. The statute of limitations was 12. She had told that to her counselor Healy, who we'll get to later on, and it goes downhill for Piper from there. She has to learn what it's like to deal with being in a women's prison, including having to deal with somebody named Crazy Eyes, who we will talk about later. But Crazy Eyes gives her the name Dandelion because she's tall and blonde. She also has some other nicknames in there. Some of them I'm not going to be repeating here. She has a lot of bunkmates, too, so she has a lot of interaction. She moves around a lot for being in a women's prison. They certainly move that character around a lot. And she's set up with Red, who we'll talk about later, and Claudette, and just a few other people. And she also reunites with Alex Voss. And very interesting. We'll get to her right now, in fact. Alex Voss is played by Laura Prepon. Laura Prepon is actually one of the people who do some of the directing for Orange is the New Black. She's quite amazing when it comes down to it. She finds her way into the criminal world because she originally looks for her dad. And when she looks for her dad, finds out that, hey, there's this guy who makes a whole bunch of money selling drugs, so why don't I get involved in it? And hey, I mean, if you never get caught, whatever, but if you get caught, you get sent to prison like Alex and Piper did. So Alex has a very interesting history. Her mom passed away, and when her mom passed away, Piper wasn't there for her anymore, and that's why there's this big fight between the two. That's a lot where that comes from. Like I said, I'm not going to give away a lot of spoilers, but definitely check out Alex's history and all of that. It's pretty awesome stuff. Very awesome. And Laura Prepon, she's amazing. She was also in that 70s show where she was just really, really good at that too. So, all right. Sam Healy is played by Michael J. Varney. Harney. Okay, I think I said that wrong. I think I said it right the second time. But Sam Healy is the counselor. He's a really good counselor. I think he's just got a lot of problems. He does have a lot of things going on with Red. He has a very, very close bond with Red. Sam is married to a Ukrainian mail-order bride who doesn't really speak English, doesn't really interact with him a lot, and he works in this women prison with all of these different female... just all these different females, and they're all going in all these different directions. He does not like lesbians, and he does say stuff to Piper when she first comes in. That's a very interesting scene, by the way, when you get to see what it's going to be like and how he handles her, which is different than one of the other characters, Wanda, who is just strict and says, "Okay, now it's time to go." And it's quite interesting at Sam Healy's character, really complicated, and I think Michael plays it up very well. So I'm excited to see his character, where it's going to go in the future, and we'll just see. We will have to see where Sam Healy goes from there. He does make no appearance in season 5, so you'll want to check that out. I'm not going to give away any spoilers on why, but there's just some stuff that happens there, and it happens. Miss Claudette is one of the characters in the first season. She is from possibly Haiti. She has a really, really great backstory. So if you ever get a chance to watch the first season and you see Miss Claudette, I'm not going to give any of it away. I just think it's one of the coolest parts. But I really, you really need to see what happens with Claudette. Michelle Hurst plays her amazingly. She is from Haiti. She comes over here. And it's forced child labor, paying back her debts from her parents. Of course, most of the people on the show are known as quite poor. I find that to be very interesting because there's not a lot of rich people in the prison life. I mean, I can get it and I understand it, but at the same time, a lot of their histories are often around the same. So I would be interested to see if anybody ever connects in a way, but then they just don't remember each other. So that might be something for season 6. I don't know. Red is played by Kate Milgrew, who is just phenomenal in this role. In the first 2 episodes, she absolutely rocks it and makes it just the Red show. She migrates from Russia. She runs this local restaurant in Queens, and then the mafia gets involved, and she punches one of the girls in the boob and ruptures her implant, and from then it gets crazy. That's kind of her little of her backstory. Still watch her backstory; it's amazing. The way that she can sneak in things to the prison is also quite amazing too. I just love the Red character. I really do. Her interaction with Piper right away is just funny. So you'll definitely want to see what happens with Red and her journey throughout the show. But season 1, the first 2 or 3 episodes, I'm going to go watch them again sometime. And I do have the DVD of Orange is the New Black, which I'm really super excited about. I got 1 and 2. So check that out. And Red is such a great character. Larry Bloom is played by Jason Biggs. Jason is the gentleman from American Pie. He plays in the first two seasons. And he's in the 5th season as a flashback. He is the boyfriend, fiance of Piper. And you kind of want to see what he's doing. It's interesting and a good character for Jason Biggs. I like to see him actually do something in the 6th season. We'll just see. Susanne Crazy Eyes Warren, played by, I'm probably going to mess up this name, Uzo. Yeah, I'm going to mess up this name. So we'll just say the actress that plays Crazy Eyes. Yeah, I know I'm going to mess it up, so I do apologize. I don't ever want to be insulting about somebody's name. She is actually raised by a middle-class white couple. It was really cool. I mean, it's really cool to see that kind of foster care, adopted parents kind of thing rolling in there, and how she deals with being African American at the same time her parents are white, and so is her younger sister. And Susanne is a very interesting and just a loving character if you get into her character. Yes, she's in an all-female prison. Yes, she did something bad to get there. Her story to get there is actually very, very interesting. I have to say, it's a very, very interesting story. It gives a little bit about mental illness in that story, about how she gets to be in female prison, how she gets to be who she is as a character. You know, I love the fact that the Orange is the New Black characters have such strong backstories. I think that's really awesome, and you do see that a little bit in some of the other shows that Jenji Cohen does as well. But Crazy Eyes has been nominated numerous times for Emmys, and she's deserved every single nomination and win. Just all the time. She's just amazing. Now, another character played by Danielle Brooks is Tasty, Tasha Jefferson. She is the leader of the African American girls, I would say. Not in season 2, but we'll get to that. She is brought in to life of crime, being that she has a great business sense. She knows how to handle a lot of stuff when it comes to finances and business, and she's really, really smart. So if she ever got on the outside, you would have to watch out for Tasty being a top business person. She's bright, and she's been in the library for a while, and just around dealing with different things. In the 4th season, I'm just going to give this little part away, she's actually assigned as the warden's secretary. So the woman has amazing business smarts. And she meets up with somebody by the name of V, who comes in season 2, who becomes the leader of the African American girls. And after you see season 1, see season 2, and then you'll find out how awesome this show is. And you're just going to want to see 3, 4, and 5. Because it is that amazing. One of everybody's favorite character, and one that's really not... she's a main character, she's an awesome character, but you just wonder, you always want to see where her story is going to go. And her name is Nicky Nichols, and she's played by the amazing Natasha Lyon. And I hope I said that right too. Like I said, sometimes I'll just mess up these names. Nikki is a former drug addict. She is Red's most trusted assistant. She does have a loud mouth. She'll say what she wants to. Her mother is wealthy, so she's probably one of the only ones who doesn't come from um, poverty and places like that. Uh, she has a lot of, her mother is played by Patricia. Oh, I can't remember what her last name is, but she's just awesome. And anytime I'll get it sometime. But her mother is a socialite. She's going off with her boyfriend in Brazil and going here or there and otherwise. She's very selfish. She only cares about herself. She has a little bit of time where she cares about Nicky, but it's very, very rare. Nicky is kind of hooked up with Lorna. A great character, Lorna Morello. I'll get to her a little later. You do see that she has a scar on her chest. It's a real scar. It actually really happened. So, I mean, it's damn good character development to use what you got. And Nicky's character is a little bit of a flirt with everybody. And quite awesome. I really like Nicky. I think her character is just amazing. So check her out on Orange is New Black. Great character. I can't say enough for how awesome she is. Now, Pennsatucky, Tiffany Doggett, played by Taryn Manning, is probably one of my favorite backstories altogether. Not only because, it's just a great written story, and it's one of those that you just think is just weird, but the mom, whoever plays her mom, and I don't know who it is, but her mom in the show is really funny, and yeah, you're gonna have to. It's probably one of my favorite scenes of all the scenes of the show. The backstory of Pennsatucky with her mom trying to get Social Security for her kid being ADHD and being hyper, and just giving her Mountain Dew outside the Social Security office. I think that was just one of my favorite scenes of all time. I'm sorry if I gave that away. The scene of how she got into jail is a really good trip too. I won't give that one away. But she is in jail. And she's a very fundamentalist Christian. I think that's one of the reasons that actually comes from why after she got put in jail and did what she did. And she has a lot of followers and a lot of fans because of what she did. So I'll just keep that there. Maybe we'll explore season 1 at a different time on the Pop Culture Channel on the Scott Show. It's really great though. So Tiffany is awesome, and check her character out, played by the wonderful Taryn Manning. Daya. Daya's character, Dasha Blanco plays that character. She's amazing. Just phenomenal. I actually follow her on Instagram, so check her out on Instagram. And she's just talented all the way around. Her mom is actually in jail on the show, and you see that right away. Her mom actually comes up and slaps her. It's in the first 5 minutes, so I'm not giving away too much of a deal there. She does have quite a not very much an interesting backstory, but it's okay. I mean, the backstory is just kind of there. So there you go. And Daya in the 5th season definitely is probably at the highest tilt right there. But her story altogether, just awesome. So Dianora Diaz, check her character out. Awesome stuff. Lorna Morello, played by Yale Stone. Yale Stone is actually, I believe she's Australian, but she plays off this Italian American A very interesting character with the accent is just straight on. She gets arrested for scamming, for running a mail order scam on buying shoes and stuff like that. It's really great. So check that out. And she gets caught in the middle of a lot of stuff. She's friends with Nicky. Her character, especially in season 2, really shines. You get to see a lot of her character, so check that out. Great character, and they take that character in so many different directions. And in season 3, you'll definitely want to check that out. Some aftermath of what happened there. It was pretty awesome. Gloria is one of the Hispanic and Latina inmates. She got arrested for fraud when it came to exchanging food stamps for money at the store she ran. Excuse me. So it was a very interesting character. There's a lot of layers to her. She has domestic abuse. She's been a victim of domestic abuse frequently in her backstory. Her boyfriend on the show is just kind of a whack job. So you'll really want to see what happened at the end with that. So you'll definitely want to check it out. So Gloria is kind of the leader of the Hispanic and Latina inmates. She does run a certain part of the prison, and I will keep that open for you guys to watch at a time in the show. So definitely check that out. Gloria is a great character. Black Cindy. Cindy Hayes, played by Irene Moore. And I think I just said that name. Adarain Moore. Really great character. Not a lot in the first season with her. She's just kind of there in the first season, and kind of just one of the characters that go with the team. But really, in the second and third season, she shines. So, yeah, great character. I'm not going to give too much away from her. But as you keep on going, you see that this character just shines all the way through. And last one I'm going to cover is Joe Caputo, played by Nick Sandow. He is one of the administrative officials. He's actually in season 1, the first episode, so you can check that out. He plays in a band called Side Boob on his off time. A really awesome guitarist, and I believe he actually plays the guitar. He does that himself. Very interesting character. Do not let the first part of the show just give you the whole idea of who this character is. He's very complex and quite interesting. So check that out. Joe Caputo, Nick Sandow, awesome actor and doing amazing things on Orange is the New Black. So they're going to be doing their 6th season coming out in June. We'll be doing some lead up before that. I might do each day, do season 1 through 5 and talk about it and revamp this one as well, so we can talk about the characters of Orange is the New Black. There are many others we will cover next time here on the Scott Show Pop Culture Show. Check us out at 102550.net. That's the 102550 Homeless Project, where we are rocking it all the time, making it happen, ending homelessness. And also check us out at tinyurl.com/102550. That's where you can find all of our YouTube clips, all 200 and plus videos and more coming every single day. So we will see you guys real soon, and have yourself a great day.